Welcome back. I'm Richard Hosnout, and I'm the host of the Wisdom Inspired Life podcast and this Wisdom Inspired Life YouTube channel. Great to have you back. We're beginning a new series, and this is something that I'm very excited to share with you. I'm calling it my Words of Wisdom series, otherwise conveniently known as the WOW series. In this series, I share wisdom from some of the books that have been most helpful to me in my efforts to live a wisdom-inspired life. Okay? So, with that said, today we're going to be talking about Deepak Chopra's book, huge bestseller, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Deepak Chopra has had many books, and I've been a great fan of his for a long time. But this is probably the one that has had the greatest positive impact on people around the world. Okay? Who is Deepak? Well, if you don't know him, he was born in India, great medical doctor. He was chief of staff. Being chief of staff of a major hospital like New England Memorial Hospital is no small achievement. Okay? Oprah Winfrey Show many times and kind of put him on the map and made people around the world aware of his great wisdom. He has the Chopra Center of Well-Being. Not surprisingly, as a doctor, he's brought not only Western medicine, but Eastern medicine into the awareness of many people. Ayurveda is one of them, which is more than just a medicine treatment. And as I said, lots of books healing on advanced Eastern spirituality. So one of my favorite people, one of my favorite authors. And in 2 episodes here, we'll be covering the 7 spiritual laws of success. The first one is the law of pure potentiality. Prepare to have your mind kind of stretched a bit on this, okay? Quoting, "We are, in our essential state, pure consciousness, beyond being a physical being. We are pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is pure potentiality. It's the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity." Those words don't even do it justice, okay? Pure consciousness is our spiritual essence. Okay? We are consciousness. At our core essence, we are consciousness, pure consciousness, not this physical body. Being infinite and unbounded it's also pure joy. I think I'd like some pure joy. Other attributes of consciousness are pure knowledge, infinite silence, perfect balance, invincibility, simplicity, I love simplicity, and bliss. This is our essential nature. Our essential nature is one of pure potentiality. Now, what does this mean? In a context, I'm a human, I'm in a physical body. I thought my pure essence was a physical body. We are, as beings, our consciousness, we have consciousness today. We have 2 levels of consciousness. We have what I call waking consciousness, which is where I'm coming to you from, and we have our subconscious. Seldom, if ever, are we able to access both at the same time. Along the spiritual journey, one of our biggest tasks is to grow and evolve through 3 more levels of consciousness. Starts with superconsciousness, evolving to Christ consciousness, evolving to cosmic consciousness when we achieve self-realization or enlightenment, at which time we are pure consciousness. Okay? So that's what the law of probability, pure probability, is talking about. That is our essence. Okay? One more. If you want to enjoy the benefits of the field of pure potentiality, they're pretty good. If you want to make full use of the creativity which is inherent in pure consciousness, then you have to have access to it. No surprise. One way to access the field is through the daily practice of silence, meditation, and non-judgment. Got that? Silence, meditation. Silence is part of meditation. Non-judgment. Non-judgment is also part of meditation. Okay? Spending time in nature will also give you access to the qualities inherent in the field with infinite creativity, freedom, and bliss. This is the promise of the law of pure potentiality and how we get to our essence as pure consciousness. Okay? Let's go to the second law. The second law is the law of giving. Quoting, "The flow of life is nothing more than the harmonious interaction of all of the elements and forces that structure the field of existence, the world around us. This harmonious interaction of elements and forces in your life operates as the law of giving. Because your body and your mind and the universe are in constant dynamic exchange, stopping the circulation of energy is like stopping the flow of blood. Whenever blood stops flowing, it begins to clot, to coagulate, to stagnate. That is why you must give and receive in order to keep wealth and affluence, or anything you want in life, circulating in your life." Okay? Very powerful law of giving, which we sometimes think of as just something special we do on special occasions. But the law of giving is fundamental to our harmonious interaction with the universe. Okay? Next, the more you give, the more you receive, because you will keep the abundance of the universe circulating in your life. In fact, anything that is of value in life only multiplies when it is given. That which doesn't multiply through giving is neither worth giving nor worth receiving. If through the act of giving you feel that you've lost something, then the gift is not truly given and will not cause increase. If you give grudgingly, there is no energy behind that giving. And I think that passes the common sense to us. One of the best gifts we can give to others is of ourselves. Recall the previous episode on servant leadership, the gift of, how can I help you? Okay? Something that's very powerful. A great gift we can give to people, to be there for them. Okay? Let's move on to the next law, the law of karma, or cause and effect. Karma is both action and the consequence of that action. It is the cause and effect simultaneously, because every action generates a force of energy that returns to us in kind. As an aside, I really, really, really wish people in the world understood that this is an immutable law of the universe. And maybe it would just maybe cut down on people doing evil things and bad things, because it only comes back to you. Continuing, there's nothing unfamiliar with the law of karma. I think most of us have heard about it. Everyone's heard the expression, what you sow is what you reap. Obviously, if we want to create happiness in our lives, we must learn to sow the seeds of happiness. Therefore, karma implies the action of conscious choice-making. Is that important? Conscious choice-making. So many of us make decisions every day like we're on autonomous living. we don't give it one thought. Whenever A happens, we do B. And sometimes it works out for us, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not. We don't take a look at and think about our actions before we do. If we did, if we made more conscious choice making, we'd realize that there are significant opportunities for improvement. I say that in general, and I say that personally also. It's an ongoing lesson for me. Okay? Next, you and I are essentially infinite choice makers. We're making choice virtually every minute, every second of the day. In every moment of our existence, we are in that field of all possibilities where we have access to an infinity of choices. Put another way, whenever we're faced with a situation, we have an infinity of choices. Now, maybe our default is always to do this, but stop and pause. Is there a better choice? Okay? Some of these choices are made consciously, while others are made unconsciously, which is exactly what I'm talking about. But the best way to understand and maximize the use of karmic law is to become consciously aware of the choices we make in every moment. Let me say that again. The best way to understand and maximize the use of karmic law is to become consciously aware of the choices we make in every moment. For all of us, including me, listening and talking about this, there is immediate opportunities to get closer to living a wisdom-inspired life if we just recognize the wisdom of what I just shared with you and start making better choices. It's our choice. We have the power to make different choices. Okay? This is, in my experience, this is the heart of the power of karma in many ways. Yeah, there's consequences to our actions. But just realize before you act, you have an opportunity to make better and better choices. Okay. Well, as always, if you want to know more about what's going on in Wisdom Inspired Life, you can go to the website, mywisdominspiredlife.com. Lots of stuff there. You can listen to the Wisdom Inspired Life podcast there. There's a player there that's better than most. It's better than Apple's. It's better than Spotify's player by a wide margin. You can do that. I've got a couple of wisdom-related books. I've talked about them in some of these episodes, Ultimate Happiness and My Wisdom-Inspired Life, A Provocative True Story. And there's also a brief bio of me. If you want to know more, you can go to LinkedIn. Well, we're on a journey. I'm on a journey to personally live a wisdom-inspired life, and then maybe in some very small way, help you and help others to maybe live a wisdom-inspired life. So let's keep on that journey. I look forward to continuing the journey with you.